On the last episode, I went through some real rough water, real hairy situation, and this is how you dry your complete hull out on the inside, hard Hitta style. They got so much wind coming out of here, man, almost lift your hand up. Open all these hatches. I had to remove all the foam on the inside of the kayak. I removed all the foam inside and wiped it out. Both sides. That's how you dry your kayak out after a monsoon or whatever you want to call it storm I went through. Look at air coming out here too. And that's it, guys. That's how you completely dry your hull out on the inside. And these things here are great. They're called damper it. You put them in there and those pellets absorb the water. And they'll fit inside the hull of a Hobie Pro Angler 14. Hard Hitta style. How you air out, completely dry out of Hobie Pro Angler 14. Spray me a little air freshener in that wheel and let it deodorize it as well. Hooked up fishing, man. I'll get back with y'all once we go out there and put this Livescope on them crappie. You know what I'm saying? Later. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Hooked Up Fishing. 12 minutes to 8. Gibbons Creek Reservoir. Feed was at 6 a.m. No wind at all right now. And I'm going to try to get over here and get on some crappie with this Livescope system. I had to work on it a little bit last night as far as getting everything back the way it should be. With my batteries, had to work on my battery boxes last night. It's a rough one, taking care of moms. If a lot of guys don't really know, I'm going to try to run briefly through this story. I tied some real good colors last night. But I take care of my mom who's 98. And, I mean, it's constant doing some things. But I tied some colors last night. I got to tie 3 jigs. Hopefully these will just really produce. And these two are about the same, just 2 different hook variations. One with a smaller, probably a 2 or whatever, and this is a 3. I'm not sure. It's just how much I'm running, man. And then I got a nice moon eye here with a color that I hadn't put on out here. Chicken feather from my neighbors next to my mom's house. Quail is mixed in there with it. And hopefully this with the moon eye will produce too. That's all I got to tie last night. And look like it's a lot of trailers here this morning. Multiple boats probably on the water. I'm gonna try to head there first, but Hooked Up Fishing, man. And like I said, I take care of mom who's 98. Always busy, don't have the time. That's why I'm only freshwater fishing. She loves crappie, so that's what I'm targeting right now. So you guys just got to deal with me crappie fishing on Gibbons Creek every single time. But I'm gonna try to fine tune my Livescope. This is my second trip out with it. I had to upgrade to 3 battery boxes. I can show you guys that. All ran in parallel. So those are 3 10 amp hour lithium Dakota Supposed to be the best battery possible. All in there, wired in parallel. So it fits perfectly in that hole. And I'm getting ready to get out here, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying tuned. But that's what's up, man. It's all about moms right now, so I'll do salt water when I can. This is what it is, man. I'm trying to figure those crappie out anyway, so I'm going to try to put these colors that I tied to use and make them work today. Thanks again for watching, man. I'll get with y'all when I get out there and get hooked up. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get hooked up later. There were a couple of bass fishermen in the hole, so I waited until they finished whatever they were doing and left. Now I'm going to try to ease over here and find the spot. I'm able to navigate to where I need to go. All I got to do is navigate to and go to, and then it'll drive me over to my wave point, which is a brush pile. So I need to go in that direction. You guys can see that. So let me head towards that direction and see can I find it. Yo. Yeah, I'm getting in position now. There was a couple of boats over here, so I just kind of hung out of the way until they left. Yo, what's up, AT? Yeah, just had a lot of stuff to do before I could get down here. Yeah, I kind of waited 2 boats out that were hanging around in this area until they left, and now I'm gonna start fishing. Yeah, yeah, they're there. I'm just trying to get in position and get my jig, see my jig first, see where my jig at. Look like once I get all I gotta do is go through there and just knock them off. As soon as I drop down, I got a fish. I'm gonna limit that real quick. Hopefully. That's one. I'm not finna worry about that. I'm catching fish. I'm finna get out y'all finna get out the way. As soon as I got right there where they at, I got one already. I'm gonna try to limit out real quick. Now, he was a keeper without me having to look at it. But I'm gonna go ahead. You say go to trails, game, overlay, sonar setup, layouts, installations, data, ghost, reject, appearance, trails. All right. Appreciate it, man. Let me get them real quick. All right. You looking at it? I'm watching them come up there and hit it. Great. This is too much fun, man. Sit up here and murder these fish. I'm watching them come up there and hit it. Ought to be some fun action here today, y'all. Hitting her the color I tied. Hitting that color I tied real good, so happy about that. That just keep putting fish on the table. Hit the clicker. I'm keeping the monitor pointed towards the nose of the boat, so I'm going right to where I want to go when I want to drop down and fish. Here he comes. He was attacking that jig. That was probably a brim. He came right up there and hit that daggum thing. Looked like a big fish, but maybe it was a brim because it just took the crappie bite. But I'm using a real neutral color pattern, nothing real aggressive this morning. Small bait, that way if they're finicky they'll want to eat it. But that bait, Osa was saying, man, every time I drop it they just run up there to that thing, man. I'm gonna try to get this boat turned around here using my rod tip. See, can I catch this next bite? Look like he's right there. Look like I'm in the brush pile now. Got that one up out of the brush pile, partner. They in trouble, man. I'm sitting there, sitting on top of them, looking at the rascal. Lordy, Miss Claudia, man, this ought to be a sin and a shame, man. I'm sitting there looking at the fish on the screen come up to the jig, and they are eating that hard hitter hand tie, baby. Good footage, man. Good footage. I'm gonna go ahead and mark the brush pile. One more buoy away from that one. Put it way over there out of the way. See if I can see it going down. Alright. I see where it went down at. Gibbons Creek Crappie, man. Hooked up fishing, that hard hitter just got itself out here on a nice day, man, no wind, and on the fish. Number 3. I'm gonna change colors and see if it matters. I'm not going to throw an anchor out like I did the other day talking about I got spot locked. There's no wind, really no need to. I like to hit my fish and back up out of there anyway. Let's get in there and see if these fish will like this new color I put together the other night. It's got a rooster tail from my neighbors next door. They had a dead rooster. I didn't let it go to waste. I picked up some of the feathers. Here he comes. He must be up looking at it. I'm right up in there with him. They hit that color. I Like a brim bite though. That shows you they're color sensitive. I came back and tried this darker color and they ain't touching it, even with a crappie bite. I had a couple of little bumps on it on the other side over there. That was it. Let me get back around. But man, that's that brush pile full of fish there. I ain't got my jig, there go my jig way over there. Color back on and see if, you know, it's color, man. That's crazy, but I knew that. I don't like that dark color. Shows you them crappie are, you know, color sensitive, man, big time. Figured that old brown color that I had would kind of mimic a minnow. I got it on that rod 8 foot deep just to kind of have it up above the brush pile and see if something comes up to hit it. But when I change colors, I stop getting hit. Hey. Color sensitive. Big time. I'm going to have to measure you, boy. Yep. You don't want that darker color at all. No ifs, ands, and buts about that. Fish is under 10. Knew that. Don't want the darker color. Alright, let me just give y'all what y'all want then, partner. Turn the camera off, man, and said, here he come. That fish, I watched that fish come up there, but those hand ties catch big crappie, man. That is a saddle blanket right there, partner. That is what we come for. That is the fish you come for, man. Big slab. Big slab, man. I don't have my rod rule on here. Yeah, I do. That's what I come for, man. Summertime crappie get this big, partner. You're doing something. I see he's passing that 13 without fanning his tail in. He don't want to lay on it. Come on, man. I just want a quick measurement. That's all I want. You ain't gonna cooperate, are you? Gonna stick me with that hook or something. About 13.5-inch fish. Ah, stuck me with that hook. That's a picture fish right there. Just changing colors, that's all, folks. Keep turning it off at the wrong time. Like bigger, better fish over here. I'm gonna stick close to this area. See what happens. Another real nice crappie. They seem to be on that second buoy better. So I'm going to go over in that area, stick to that area a little bit. Go ahead and try to hone in on them here. Probably not legal. Yep, legal fish. That's why you're doing all that. You're legal. That's exactly why you're doing all that, because you're legal. Straighten out here and come back through the strike zone there. Yeah, that's the strike zone, all right. Get away from this buoy. Get back over there where I was at. Top dollar got another fish. Not the target species, man, but my dog gotta eat too. Get on in there. And he stuck me in the finger. Little rascal. Alright. Let's get serious and get some more crappie in here. I need 25 right quick. I can get out of here. Whoa. There he is. Mr. Whiskey. Stinking channel cat. Y'all in there too, huh? Better be lucky, partner. I don't feel like messing with you with no stringer or nothing. My dog loves you. Not dealing with you today though, boy. It's your lucky day. Mr. Whiskers, good for doing them a tan up my jig. Carry these crappie fishing, man. Save you a lot of headache. Slime in the ice machine. Past the 10-inch mark. Keep a fish. Here come that sun. Maybe they'll get real active. Now let me try again. Oh, he chased the jig up. There you go. Ain't very deep at all. These bigger fish are smarter. The smaller fish are up at the top of the brush pile feeding. The bigger fish, when I draw them up out of there, they tend not to hit. I don't know why. Smarter, I guess. These ones up shallow are feeding. Hey, he's on there now. Crazy. As long as I keep a fish like this, I'm good. 10.5-inch fish. That line's all whited over. He's way past. So he's hitting up at the top of the brush pile today. Gotta answer some of these text messages. Guys calling me about those heads. I need to sell those heads. The old Harold. I think it died. Keep missing good footage. Monster crappie on that jig, man. Lordy, man. That fish was 14.5. And I'll put on this other camera because I measured this fish, man. Anytime you catch a crappie 14.5 inches in the summertime, partner, that is a hog fish, man. Get to that line right there. Can't get it out this way. Scared I'm gonna lose this fish, man. That fish is way past 14. I can't do it. I ain't gonna worry about doing it. Get back in there and get on these fish, man. They don't want to hardly bite, so I'm having to finesse them. Gotta do it again. Sorry. That's my jig coming down. He's coming up to it. He's coming up to it. Look like a pretty good sized fish. Another one swim past it. I'm gonna let it down some. Here come one, here come one. He turned around. There he come, there he come. Looking at it. I raised it up a little bit. Make him come after it. Still looking at it. All those fish swimming around that jig. Oh, he hit it. Got my crappie bite though. Pretty cool. That's all I can tell you. It's pretty cool. Here you come. Coming up to it, coming up to it. Whatever he was, he had it and he's little. Gotta drag the bait up out of there like you're trying to get away. They want it like that, maybe. Finesse him up out of there. Hugging the bottom. Hope he's a keeper. Rough right now. Probably not. Find another color. Try something different. Oh, man. You better not be a keeper doing all that. And you are doing all that, partner. Show going in. Gotta keep a fish. Go with a white head, real small, same presentation in silver, but just a pure white head if they're acting finicky. Try to be as natural as possible, see if I can continue to get a bite. I'm going to start back over here and work my way back over from that one marker over to the other. Finally got a little bit of cloud cover here. Should be active over here. I haven't been over here. That's what you have to do, is give them a break in one spot and come to another one sometimes. Here you come. Followed it all the way down to the bottom. But maybe that color change will help me out. More natural. All those little things like that help, man. If you're not getting hit, just change colors. Even if he is a keeper, I ain't keeping it. Pretty fish. I get some mollywoppers out of here. Here you come. They're looking at it. Keep right on time, boy. Got off right on time, boy. Cut all that noise out, boy. Cut all that noise out, boy. Seen this little funny looking behind. Come up there and get it. Right on the bottom. Electronics off to save me some juice. I was down from 13 volts this morning to 12.9. It's the heat of the day, ain't nothing happening. No sense in me constantly running my unit. I'm gonna fish in the blind like Paul said he could. And what I'm dedicating this to, Paul said he can fish without electronics. So I'm trying it without electronics. Dedication to old Paul. Yeah, I'm moving around it and getting hit. Different areas. I'm finna boat me a few. All right, Paul, that's for you. Fishing in the blind, I turned my electronics off. I'm just rolling around in areas that I know where they were. And I just hit one on my little old small 1/32 ounce finesse jig. When they don't want to bite, I go to a micro jig. They ain't got no big appetite, I give them a little bait. And guess what? You going home with me, boy. You make number 13, boy. Got the clicker now, boy. That's a good fish there, man. Fish in the middle of the day when it's trying not to bite, that's a good fish. Can't hardly beat that one. I can catch him with my eyes closed, man. Hey, watch out, man. I can catch him with my eyes closed, boy. I turn my electronics off, boy, and start nailing them in the blind, boy. Ray Charles will be proud of me, boy. Ah, no. That's the first fish in a minute. Keep on keeping on. I got these big old chicken legs. I'm gonna eat me an apple here in a minute. Man. Hit the clicker, hit the clicker. Micro jig, boy. You don't want to hit. Show you a trick, man. That boy, that hard hitter, something else. I turned that Livescope off. Broke out that micro jig in a 1/32, and I'm waylaying them. This is what I call a micro jig, man. It is teeny tiny small, and I'll use that when they don't want to bite. And I got old paws as a trailer to get it down. I ain't got nothing on it yet, but Old Paul. He said he want to come out here and fish on the bank. I don't think he can do it. Pro jig is working, man, when they didn't want to bite. Going small, man. All kinds of little tricks you can use to get yourself bit, man, when they don't want to bite. Nice little breeze and kicked up. Thank you, Father. It's a blessing, all them big old clouds up there and the wind. Micro jigs, man. All I had to do was change, go small, and I'm knocking fire from it. Ain't no keepers though. Good night. I mean, as soon as it hit the water, man. Gotta measure, it's crunch time. Don't want no keeper fish back. Keeper. Pass that black line right on time. Just that subtle change, man, going to a micro bait. 1/32 ounce jigs, and now I'm getting hit on every drop. And I couldn't buy a bite earlier. I come prepared, man. One thing about the hard hitter, got plenty of food, plenty of ice, and gonna have plenty of crappie.